Hi everyone, it's Liz. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a DIY. I don't know if, well, many of you have probably seen the Hollywood Girl Vanity. I believe it's called, I always have trouble remembering this. It's Hollywood Vanity Girl. I think that's it. Anyhow, the retail price for that mirror is $399 and $299. They have two different styles or sizes, and that's before tax and before shipping. Not sure if they have free shipping, but it's a beautiful mirror. I've been having my eye out for it for a very long time, and I actually did consider buying it, but after taking into consideration the possible tax and the shipping, I thought, you know, I'm probably going to end up paying $500 if not more, because I did want the one that cost $399. So anyway, I decided to do some researching around YouTube. I have seen many videos of different people with different versions of their own DIY project, and I decided to you know, give it a shot. So that's what I have for you today. I did film the process of me putting everything together, so I hope that that will be helpful to you if you're interested in doing something similar. And the cost. I did pick up everything at Lowe's, so some of the items that I picked up and that you will need if you're going to try something like this. I mean, you can change everything according to your liking and depending on the size of the mirror, etc. I ended up spending a total of $99.26 with tax. And the items that I bought were, I ended up buying 4 packs of 3 G25 light bulbs. I can't remember the brand, but I will look everything up, and if I can find it online I will link it below. But I bought the 25 watts because I didn't want to put too much power into the outlets, because I didn't hardwire them. I bought a medium electrical tape. That was $197. I bought some hinges for the mirror because the mirror that I bought did not come with the hardware, so I had to buy that separate. That was $8.98. And I bought 4 vanity light bars, and each bar has 3 lights in them. Then I went to Family Dollar and I bought 2 extension cords, and they were $1 each. So in the video you will see how I put everything together. Like I said, there are a ton of videos out on YouTube that you can go watch if there's something that I did and perhaps I didn't explain it well, or you couldn't tell what I was doing, or you can comment down below and ask me how I did it. But I hope you guys like this video. I really like how it turned out. You can probably see it in the background a little bit. And yeah, I really loved it. So if you want to see how I got this done, just keep on watching. See that dot there? I made some marks along the way of the desk. You can see there goes another one right there. They're very faint. You might not be able to see it, but right there's one, right there's another one. So I did that all around the length of the desk so that I can fit the mirror perfectly in the center. So I took the measurements of how wide the mirror is, which is 30 inches, and then how wide the vanity lights are, and they're 4.33 inches wide. The desk measures, I believe, 56. So I took the 56 inches of the desk and I subtracted the 30 from that just to see how much space I have. So that left me with 26 inches. Then I took the 26 inches and I subtracted the 9 inches for the vanity bars. I took those two and the 4.3 times 2, and I averaged it to 9, or averaged it to, or rounded it up, I guess, to 9. So I'm left with 17 inches of free space, and this is probably like the longest way to figure this out, but I just wanted to make sure that I centered it in the middle as close as possible in having the same amount of space on each end here. So the 17 inches that I have left, I split those into two, and I left, so what's that? That's 8.5. So I measured from the outer corner in. So I measured from the corner of the desk inward, 8.5. Then from the 8.5, I measured in 4.3, and I did that on both sides. And then after making those two marks on each side, that leaves me with the space in the middle, and it actually leaves me with 31 because, like I said, I did round the bars. So what I did was I placed the middle, I placed the mirror in the middle to make sure that, you know, it's going to fit where I want it to fit. And I am going to work on this. The next step is I'm going to use the box that the mirror came in, and I'm going to use that as a guide so I don't have to hold the mirror up on the wall, so that I can use these brackets that I bought. There's two more. I was kind of playing with it because my dogs, as you can see, these little crazies right here, they took the packaging and destroyed it, so I don't have the directions. So anyway, it seems pretty simple. I'm gonna put these on the top and then have these hold on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is make the measurements and use, like I said, that cardboard piece. I'm going to tape the flaps in so it's easy to work with. Now I can just easily maneuver this thing around, and should be easier, I hope. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of measure out these guys on the top and these guys on the bottom. And I'm going to, I already made my markings, so all I need to do is figure out how far inside the mirror I want to put the brackets in. And at the same time, I need to make sure that these brackets are not too far down so it's not hitting the desk. So I'm just going to leave like a small gap in between, and I'm just going to eyeball that part. Okay, so I got kind of nervous about these screws that bracket set came with, because I know the mirror is kind of heavy and I'm afraid it might fall because that wall, it's drywall. So I got these easy anchor drywall anchors. So I'm going to try using these because I feel like that's going to be my best bet. And they hold, if you can see, they hold up to 75 pounds. And I mean, I probably could have gotten some smaller ones, but I actually already had this in the house, and I don't want to buy anything extra when I have these, so I'm just going to use these. I made a mark on the wall where I'm going to screw in these little white caps, but I'm going to put them slightly below, like a little bit below that dot, because these have a spring in the back, these little clamps. So I just want to make sure that the mirror fits in tightly. So that way, if I put it a little under, it'll fit in there pretty snug. And since it has that spring, it'll allow me to kind of shove the mirror in there. Okay, now that the mirror is up, what I'm going to do is going to start putting these bath bars together. And I have to set up here. So the items that you're going to need, or at least that what I'm going to be using, is 4 of these bath bars. And I'm going to put 2 on each side of the mirror. So 1 there, 1 there, or 2 there, 2 on each side. I'm going to use some extension cords to wire them together. And I'm going to use, also to be able to plug it into the wall. You're gonna need some wire cutters. This hardware, so you can attach the bars on the wall, come included in the box. Some electrical wire. First thing that I want to show you is these bars. So they come with these clips, these little knobs on top, just like that one there. So you just, they come off really easily. You just pop them off. There is a screw on the side. If you can see, I've already taken this one out. I just have it put aside. So you can remove this from here, and underneath you're going to find this piece, which is what you're going to be attaching to the wall first. So you're going to probably have to do some, you know, you're not gonna be able to put it flush against there, so you might have to do some calculating before you go ahead and attach it. But you'll be attaching it through here, that screw there. And these are the wires in the back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to explain as I go what I'm gonna be doing, because there are a lot of videos out on YouTube that you can watch if I don't explain something correctly, or if I don't explain something in depth. But what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to try to do it a little different, because I don't want to have a wire or a plug coming out of each bar, because I have 4. So I'm going to connect 2 together and 2 together, so that I only have 2, so that I only end up with 2 plugs that I'll have to connect. And I was going to connect all of them together, so I have 1 plug, but I just don't want, because I'm only putting the lights on the side, I don't want any wires running across that are going to show. I probably could do it behind the mirror if I wanted to. I'll have to think about that if I want to go through that trouble. I mean, I can live with 2 plugs. That's not a big issue for me. So that's what I'll be doing. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to be wiring these together. So we're going to remove this screw on the side. And it's a really small screw, so just make sure that you put it somewhere where you're not going to lose it. I'm just going to throw it in there so it can stay. So basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to pull these cables inside like that. So that way when you put the cover, they're sitting inside. And so the cables you're going to be working with, the neutral you can just set aside. You're not going to need to attach anything to it. So basically this is, not the neutral, this is called the ground wire. You can tape it if you want to, but you don't have to. So I'm just going to kind of shove it to the side somewhere. And then the 2 cables you're going to be working with are these 2 cables. You have the black and the white. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this cord. And I guess I'm going to need scissors so I can just cut this piece off, because I'm not going to need that. And I don't have any scissors near me, so I'm going to try cutting it with this wire cutter. And that works just fine. So I'll put that to the side. And in case you're wondering, I got these bars at Lowe's, and this is what the box looks like. And the brand is Portfolio. Okay. So you've got your wire ready to go. You cut this piece off. And this, I'm recycling it. No, you can buy a brand new one. And I don't like this piece here because it's got tape on it. So I'm just going to cut into it a little more. And basically, what you're going to want to do you're going to want to separate this cable. So if you can see, or maybe well, yeah, you can see it. This side is ribbed and this side is smooth. So you're going to cut where this line is so you can separate them, and then you're going to strip the plastic off of the wire. And this side, the ribbed wire, you're going to connect to the white wire, and the smooth side you're going to connect to the black wire. So I'm going to start to do that. So you're going to line these two together just like that, and you're just going to twist them together until you have that. And then you're going to do the same thing to the next one. And it's the smooth side with the black. And you are going to twist them together. This little baggie here that comes with your bars has these little orange caps that you can cap your wires for safety, because you don't want things, and they just screw on. You just screwed them on. And I'm no electrician by any means. I mean, I basically kind of looked up this stuff online on YouTube and found how to, you know, kind of put these together. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is, for extra safety, is you're going to want to take your duct tape, your electrical tape, and wrap those orange caps. Wrap everything up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck these in. Just kind of tape them anywhere. Now, the reason why I didn't put, because you're going to see some videos that have this pulling through here, but I don't want to do that because, like I said, I'm going to link them together. So I'm going to just tape it in, and then this part I'm going to extend to the next bar, so that I can connect this one and the next bar together. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to measure, or like set it closely. I want this to be pretty flush to the side before I connect this to the next bar that's going to go below. I'm going to hang this one on the wall so it becomes easier for me to handle, so I'll connect these two while one of them is up on the wall. Pull these cables out, because I'm going to connect these with this. And then here I'm going to have to do 3 connections, because then I want the last piece to be attached to a cord. I'm going to connect our cord and this piece that's going to connect this one with this one, so that way I have just one one cord to plug. So I'm just going to cut this one long enough to where it's going to have enough to kind of tuck these away. So I'll cut it just about there, here as well, and strip the, expose the wire a little bit. I'm gonna have ribbed with the white, and then the other one, so I'm gonna have 3 to do this time. Tap it, twist the cap right on it, you should have a smooth side with another smooth side with the black. I'll show it again. So you should have 3. Smooth, smooth, black. cap it and tape it. So now I have this long cord that I can plug in. And I have just one because I connected all of these together, or those two together. So we should be good to go. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take these wires so it can just be a little easier to close it. And then I'm just going to let that wire fall through there. Okay, now we're going to test one of these light bulbs to see before I go installing the rest of them. And hopefully I don't blow this place up. Yay, let there be light! Ta-da! So finally got this baby up. This is the completed, somewhat completed look. I still have a few other things to work on. I want to get a glass top right there. I ended up using some shelf liner that I found at TJ Maxx, and I've been holding on to that for, wow, probably like a couple years, and I finally decided to cover the top of the desk. It was getting a little damaged anyway. Had a little bit of scratches, so I decided to put that over it. Kind of matches the rest of my decors. It's a damask print with black, white, and silver. And I really do like it, so I'm just going to get a glass top for it so it doesn't get damaged. Yeah, and let's see. Oh, and I put this little decal here, be who you are, and I found that at the Family Dollar for $3, and it was actually two separate decals. The one with the shoe was separate with the word diva, but I didn't really like the diva. I mean, the diva was nice, but I kind of like the be who you are quote, and then I just put that shoe next to it because it's just, you know, suiting for the room. So I hope you guys like this. I probably will end up doing a another video once I finish the entire room, so you guys can, you know, have an idea and have some, you know, inspirations of what to do when you have a small space that you have to combine several rooms into, like I'm doing a makeup room, plus I have my office in here as well. So if you guys have any questions on any of the items that I used, or any questions overall on what I did, just leave the comments below and I will do what I can to get back to you. Thank you. Bye.